Here's how to do the simplest man overboard recovery procedure. Hi, this is James from Sailing Virgins. We're just off St. Lucia at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful conditions. We've just had a great couple of days climbing mountains and doing all that sort of stuff. And now we're heading to Martinique. And it's the perfect time to show you my favorite method of man overboard recovery. The thing about man overboard recovery is that there's all these methods that may be great, but they're very complicated, especially when you're frozen with indecision, but everything's going wrong. So this is the simplest possible man overboard recovery. And as you'll see, we never get far away from the patient. And that's probably the best thing about this method. Yeah! Before we get into the actual method, we've got to go through the fundamentals of a man overboard. So as soon as a man overboard happens, there's somebody that's pointing, there's somebody that's yelling man overboard, there's somebody that's throwing something that's a flotation device, such as a horseshoe or a Danbuoy or something like that. There's somebody that's going to potentially make a Mayday call on the radio and press the man overboard button on the plotter. So all of those things need to happen regardless of whatever man overboard recovery procedure you're going to adopt. Right, so the first moment that a man overboard happens, you lose someone, and it might be dramatic, they might be hit by a boom, or they might simply have fallen off, whatever the case. First step is take 3 breaths, okay? And in other words, you do 2 boat lengths before you do any of the rest of the procedure. We say take 3 breaths, so, right, that calms you the hell down as well, okay? 3 breaths. Second thing is crash tack. Immediately turn the boat into the wind. And the third thing is, and very importantly, as you come into the wind, pull in your main sheet. So crank that main sheet in, just when you're in irons, crank the main sheet in. That's the 3 things. So take 3 breaths, in other words, do 2 boat lengths, crash tack, and then pull in the main sheet. So let's break that down and show you now. Right, so we're sailing along on a beam reach, it's a lovely day, and poor Rupert falls overboard. So would you like to send Rupert overboard, Bev? Right, man overboard. So we have a pointer here. They're going to throw something, the horseshoe. Meg's going to go and press the button on the plotter, the man overboard button, and she's going to maybe make a Mayday call. I've taken my 2 breaths, and now I'm going to go on a crash tack. Right, and now my next thing is the main sheet. I want to pull in this main sheet as soon as we're in irons, which is, and a 7-year-old can pull this main sheet in when we're in irons. You don't need to be strong at all. So here we go, pulling it in. Right, now I'm going to lock that off, and I'm going to actually get a strap here and strap my wheel with a round turn and 2 half hitches to that starboard turn, okay? Now I can collect myself. Now I can say, right, what next? Let's think about the foresail, pulling that away. Let's think about the engine, getting that on. We've got our pointer, he's reminding me where this patient is. And so let's go and do that now. So, Meg and Aaron, could you please take in the foresail? Now I'm going to get the engine on. Okay, and once I'm at the right angle, then I'm going to get it in to forward. Now I've become a motorboat. I still have a sail, and that sail wants to drive me forward, but once I'm about 1 or 2 boat lengths above the casualty on the wind, then I'm going to simply try and have the boat stall. So I'm going to rest it in reverse. The sail wants to drive us forward, and the 2 of those will cancel each other out, and the boat should just come down on the patient on the shrouds in our midships. So let's do that.
I don't know about my dreams. I don't know about my dreaming.
Hey, Rupert!
He's alive!
Yeah. So we just demonstrated the man overboard in low wind. Now let's look in a higher wind situation.
Might as well fall in.
there you have it. There's our Man Overboard recovery procedure. I really think I know it's the simplest one that I've ever come across, and I think it's the best in many situations. Now let's look at some of the adventures we had in St. Lucia. It's a fantastic island. We love it here. So let's check it out. Thanks. Okay, so we've got Bev and Adam here, and Aaron and Meg, and we've been doing a fair bit of sailing. Yesterday was a pretty full-on day. And so now we're having a land adventure day. We're going to climb that thing, and yeah, it's going to take about 4 hours all up, and it's full-on from the water to the very top. It's like awesome. Oh, yeah.
So yesterday we were offered a guide for our hike on the Pitons. His name is Kayak Ben. I think he's right over here.
Right on schedule.
How's it going?
Thanks for taking us. How many times have you done the Piton?
Oh,
How many times have you climbed up?
me, I claim over 100 times already, man. Since I'm a little kid, I'm doing this for my living.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't see the berry. I'm 46.
Your rips shredded, dude.
What's going on there, James?
I just got soaked getting in, and I felt so wrong doing that just then, but I just dunked my so-called waterproof iPhone to clean it.
How did you guys fare? Did you didn't really get away unscathed as far as
Beverly's shoes are soaked, but
This is gonna be, my day is ruined now.
This is the kind of that pointy end of the climb, and it's so much fun. It's really good, and we look right down there, and it's just blue water.
get some apple in your mouth.
Oh shit. How's that? Okay. Hello. We're at the top, and I'm just about to get the drone up and send it around, and yeah, we're feeling good.
How are you guys feeling?
Oh, I'm drenched, but I feel euphoric.
Yeah, sweatiest day of my life, but also the proudest day of my life.
Well said.
I was laying on the floor when you were gone, like it was something I could die from. Now my head aches and your friends all think I'm dumb. You said it's just a bit of bad blood. I don't feel great, but it doesn't bother me, because I don't have the energy, and the x-ray doesn't tell me anything.
So we just came down from the summit of Petit Piton, and it was awesome. Everyone's happy, everyone's exhausted, and now we're going to go to Marigot Bay.
I will waste till my dying day, and all my bones have realigned, and now I guess it was a bad sign.
Coming to the end of the day now. It's beautiful champagne sailing sort of stuff. Got Aaron at the wheel here, and the sun is just going down, and you're getting this sort of bubblegum kind of sky going on. It's been an amazing day. Thanks heaps for watching, and if you really like this, please thumbs up, subscribe, it's always good. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Sailing virgin.